I want to welcome you guys to the Again Faster Garage Games, powered by SickFit. We got some awesome stuff planned for you this year, so make sure you stay tuned for all these video updates coming out at you. Today we're going to give you some movement standards, so we're going to go ahead and get into those movement standards. I want to make sure you pay attention to these because they all matter. Alright, let's go ahead and do the first one. Alright, so we've got stones in the workouts, and shouldering a stone requires having it up on the shoulder, completely supported. This one wouldn't count.
Okay.
Alright, so actually for the stone, what we have to do is get it from the ground to the shoulder. And so Andy's figuring out how to do that. It's really acceptable however you want. So he picks it up. And at this point, it's not shouldered. This is no rep at this point. So he needs to continue up, get to the top of the shoulder. Now he's going to guide the stone back down until it's below what waist height would be, and he can drop it from there. So that was one rep, shouldering the stone. With the sandbag, we have two possible movements that we're going to be looking at. The first one is the sandbag clean. So just getting the sandbag from the ground up to your shoulder. Very good, perfect clean. The next one is a squat with sandbag on your shoulder, which would be a full depth squat. So we have full depth and back up. Notice that the crease of the hip below the knee, we're going to be counting for this position and back up. Those reps count, and that's it. So we've got sit-ups as well. The sit-up is all, no ab mat though. Sit-up is all the way back so that your shoulder blades are touching the ground, and then up so that you are perpendicular to the ground. A good way to determine that too is that you've got his elbows up to his knees. So if the knees are up, we want to see that, but really perpendicular to the ground. That rep counts. We have pull-ups this year. So pull-up, real simple. I don't care how you do it. You can dead hang it. That sounds fun. You can kip traditional style if you like. You can butterfly. It's all good. However, the thing that's necessary is that you're at full extension at the bottom and that chin is over the bar at the top. We're going to coach our judges to no rep anyone who is not quite there. If it looks close and you're not sure, give me a pull-up. Don't mess around, give me a pull-up. No rep, no rep, no rep. We can do jumping pull-ups for the scal division. What will happen with that is that you will be judged with anyone who jumps pull-ups. So a jumping pull-up will be on these crossbars. It'll look just like this. You're down with full extension of the arms, and then you jump yourself up, chin over the bar. That's a jumping pull-up. So judges' comments will be prepared later, so you understand exactly what that means when you're scored with people who do jumping pull-ups. Bear crawl. No rep. As we saw, he was galloping along on the side, mostly on his feet, with little pressure on his hand. What's required for the bear crawl in our event is that at any point in time, if your hands were swept out from underneath you, you would fall down. So the weight of his body is on his arms. There's no way for him to support himself if those arms were not there. This next movement, it's not the most common in CrossFit, but it's really important in our competition. That's it, the shoulder shrug. Just kidding. All right. All right, ground to overhead. As you know, the word applies, it's ground to overhead. We don't care how it gets there. As long as it's on the ground, and then it goes overhead. Fantastic. You can clean and jerk it if you'd like. Whatever it is, it has to be from ground to overhead. In overhead, we have control. We have ear. We're straight and extension the whole way through. This is what we want for ground to overhead. It's heavy. Okay. the bear complex. In the bear complex, we have first a clean, which is going to be stood to full extension. From there, there's a front squat, back to full extension, an overhead, full extension, back into the back squat position, full back squat, back up, full extension, overhead. That is what matters to count a bear complex rep in our competition. From that last position, you can drop the bar. Overhead, you've achieved it, drop it. That's one. Now we're going to show one variation of how to do that. So he's going to go ahead, he's going to clean it into a power squat clean position, stand to full extension. From this point, he has to go back to the front squat. You can't combine those movements. Now full extension, bar overhead. Full extension, back down on his back squat position. Now he's going to go into a full squat. Back up, standing at full extension, and now back overhead. And he can drop the bar from there and bow out, and that counts as one rep. Another variation, we can add a thruster into it. Still, if we squat clean this bar, we have to come back to standing full extension. Now from here, you can go into a thruster. Full extension, and then onto the back. You can do another thruster if you want. Oh.
I can't do that. But.
Drop. So he could have done a thruster from the back position if he chose to, and back up. Again, bowing from the top. Each time that bar gets back to full extension overhead from the back squat, that counts as one rep. You could bow the bar. We do not require 5, 7, any other count of continuous cycles to count your reps. The starting position for this movement is a full extension here. You'll see the toe is higher than the heel. And then as he goes up in the flexion, you'll see what we're looking for is complete contraction of the calf. We want diamond-shaped contraction for the calf raise.
Assisted.
Now, to add assistance in the scale division, you can hold on to the bar. Up here. Every difficult, grueling rep becomes easier with assistance.
I can't do anymore.
So we have a clean and throw. So the clean and throw, there's no technique at all in this. I mean, there is, but it's whatever you want to do. So he's going to clean the bar up to get it to the height that he wants, or he believes he can throw it as far as he possibly can. One step. One step is all you get. If you take more than one step to throw that bar, it's a no rep. We're going to pull you back to that position. One step to throw the bar. On the surface that we're going to be on, try to get it to roll as far as you possibly can. It won't roll.
What about over your head?
You can also go overhead with it.
This is only one step.
And one step. The technique is whatever you want to try to get that bar to go the furthest distance. The clarification that I want on this is that when you step, one foot is going to stay planted through the press. The bar is released, and then he can step forward. That one step, one foot comes forward, stays planted, the bar is released, and then from there you can step forward. Okay, we're going to re-clarify this. When you take a step, I want you to... No, that won't work. Just do what I said before. Kettlebell swings. Ear. Ear. No rep? That was good though. Notice also, come around cameraman, elbows straight. Not a good rep. Very good rep. And that's how you do a kettlebell.